All right, since I already have a tour pack on that bike and a lot of space inside of Judy, I'm gonna go ahead and make this bike look a lot sleeker by converting it to look like a Road Glide Special instead of a Road Glide Limited. It'll give it like a more sleeker look. I'm gonna go ahead and ride it with the solo seat on. And one of the things I did, like I don't have a regular mounting bracket that quick disconnects. And the reason why I don't is because the way it comes from factory is a lot more sturdy. So what I did modify the rear fender so that it's longer when I do take it off. And I like the look with the long bags. But all I have to do is go in my saddlebags, remove them, and then there's 2 bolts that I have to loosen on each side, and then it just comes right off. And also there's some wires that unplug right there. Tour pack comes right off. So I'm gonna show you how it looks now, and then show you another video of how it's gonna look after, and see what you like best. All right, so one of the first things I do is I disconnect the seat so that I can access the wires. And to do that, of course, you have to loosen up the knob that's way back in there. And I'll remove the seat and disconnect the wires. All right, so once you unscrew this, some people put a safety one on. Once you unscrew that, these 2-part seats lift up and pull out. There we go, up and out. So now I've exposed like the longer style fender look. Set this down in a safe place. And now I can easily disconnect my wires. And that's the antenna. That's probably like a communicator module. I need to put the phone down, and I'll disconnect these and be right back. Okay, so these easily unplug and disconnect. If you're familiar with disconnecting these, you generally push something and then it causes another side to release. This is the only thing that you have to remove, and that is situated right there. Whoops, that's in the way. See that hole right there? That's where that plugs into, or not plugs into, but it sits right there so that it mounts nice and neat. And these tabs you generally like push and pull out. So all that's disconnected, and this generally just tucks under my seat. So now that that's done, the only thing I have to do is remove the 4 bolts. And to get to those, you have to remove the tour pack. And this is why I like this, even though it's slower to do or harder to get to. But those are the 4 bolts right there. And once this tour pack, the King tour pack, sits inside of those slots, it doesn't move. You don't have to tilt and unlock and lock. It's just like that. And so harder to take off, harder to steal. That came all the way out. So I'll just do the same thing on the other side and repeat. I didn't have to take the tour pack all the way off because I got my speakers connected. So that works. All right, so today I'm doing it a little different. I have this little Craftsman angled wrench. I love it. I saw this from Steve, SIK Baggers. He had one, and I just really liked it. So this makes things faster. So I'll just get these loose, and then I'll do them by hand. That was a little tighter. So, but you can turn it like a regular wrench if you don't have enough power, but I need 2 hands. All right, so all 4 bolts are removed, and all I got to do is just lift this thing off right now. And that's pretty easy. So when I lift it off, I always make sure that's closed, and I kind of hold it in place to get a good grip. I can always grip the rack, which is not really a good idea because you don't want to damage the fiberglass. If it's empty, but you don't want to risk holding this unless it's an emergency where it's slipping or dropping, but I like to hold it by the base. So anyway, enough said. Let me get this thing off. All we gotta do is just go ahead and remove it. It just slips up and out, and you're off. All right, so I know somebody's gonna ask, but I do not know what these are called. I got them from my local dealership, but what they do is they just actually fill this area in here and they just kind of not snap right in, but they fit right in. I believe they're made for this because they fit perfectly. When I didn't have a set, I was looking for a pair, and I don't know if this is something that they just use during delivery, before the bikes are set up or whatever, but they fit in these holes perfect. So I love them. And I don't have a docking piece that goes right here. Well, I actually have one, but and I have a sissy bar and all that, but I don't ride with it on there. So I just kind of ride with it, kind of just like that. And I'm gonna tuck those wires in. But this is the look I get. So that is nice. Well, I like it. Tell me what you guys think about this look without the big King Tour pack on there. And I'm certainly gonna be more wind resistant without the tour pack, and I'm certainly going to be able to get some better times. I don't speed, do I? But I'm certainly going to be able to get some better times while I'm riding. So let me go ahead and clean this up. All right, YouTube, so I got that King tour pack off finally and wiped it down a little bit, and this is the look right here that I like riding with. Oftentimes I don't have stuff in my tour pack, and I just want to get that nice, smooth riding. Oh man, that tour pack did this. I need to Advanblack, go ahead and send me some touch-up paint, please, if you're watching. So anyway, so this is the look I like riding on right here. And this is Grady, y'all. 2021 Harley-Davidson Road Glide Limited. Yes, it was a limited. It had the console with the communicator, and it's got the King Tour Pack with the communicator and all that stuff. But this has the fans inside for the, what do you call it? Liquid cooled radiators inside. And it's got the upgraded suspension since it's a limited. And it gives it a little bit of a taller stance, I believe, because when I park this next to specials, they kind of, I've heard comments saying that my bike looks so much bigger than theirs, but I don't know. I think the limited is a little bit taller for ground clearance, and the suspension might be upgraded a little bit, but I mean, who knows? I'd like to get some new rear suspension anyway, and I see a lot of my friends on YouTube changing their front suspension. So I just ride, and however the feeling is, that's how it is. I haven't gotten into changing it for a more comfortable ride. If I want a super comfortable ride, that's what that bike is for over there. So as far as these, I want to feel the vibration, I want to hear the sound, and I want to feel the bumps, you know. So, but anyway, this is the garage. That's Monet Tejada right there. That's my favorite. That has pretty much a lot of the upgrades that I wanted. I'm still looking for somebody to, or a company to come out with a long rear fender. That's a 180 tire. Advanblack has a rear fender, and when I asked them about it, I think we both on the phone thought that the tire was a little bit wider, but that might work. This is Judy. Judy's the 2023 Road Glide 3, and I am wishing for some Baja Design LP6 lights to go up front of Judy. I'm not sure if I want to do the 2-color Baja Design LP6 lights. I know they come in like amber and clear, and some people put one clear, one amber, and some people just put both amber. I'm not sure what local laws are, but I don't think that's gonna work here for me in Prince George's County, Maryland. So I might just go for one clear, one amber, and then that way, if I have to replace it, then I only have to buy one. but this is the Baja Design LP6 light that I'm referring to. And it does have like some amberish features on the inside that it gives off when the light is on. Let me turn it on, see, so I can show you. I love that sound. See, like the amberish, it's probably bright in the camera, but you get some amberish lighting up in there, which is pretty cool on the clear. So I'm good with that. I might roll with that. All right, and so you got Judy, Monet, this is Roja, the 2023 Honda Goldwing with DCT, and that thing right there is an airbag. So one of the things about that is that's normally a storage area where people put their belongings at, but it does have this storage right here where you could put a pair of eyeglasses, and then that's the button to open up the gas tank. And but yeah, I mean, storage, mainly what they do is they're going for rear storage. 2 large helmets, full face helmets can fit in the rear, and the side you can fit a lot. But look at the suspension and all the gadgets and stuff that's under there. This thing rides like a dream, but again, it all depends on what your riding feel or need is for. But just comparing the two, this gives me pull like never before, and I feel like I could just keep going and going and going. The Goldwing is nasty, surprising speed. I think I got the front wheel up the other day, and I wasn't trying to, but it just goes. But you can tell when you're at 100 or close to, it just, I don't know. It's not like it's straining, but you do feel it. But it feels like a sports bike with a touring rack, with a tour pack on it. That's what it feels like, a sports bike with a tour pack on it. That's the best way I could describe it. It gives you scary speed, but when you get up to close to 100, you know. But on this thing with the 131 Stage 4, I'm pulling on this thing, and at and around and over 100, I don't feel it as much. Even though the Goldwing is smoother, I don't feel it as much on this bike. So I don't know. For those of you who've rode both, let me know what you have to say about it. I mean, there's definitely a lot of pros and cons. This tour pack, one of the things I have is I have trouble, not really trouble, but you know, like, so, okay, so it's open and these latches go down in here and they're supposed to click in place. And they go down, but I gotta close this thing pretty hard. I wish they had like a soft close feature. So it'll be on, and if I close it, see, you gotta put some force into it. And then sometimes there's an indicator light on the front that will say it's still open. So that's something I could take in and let them adjust under, since the bike's brand new. But guys, if you like any of these bikes, I don't own anything that's not for sale. So right price, you can have it. Especially the Goldwing, I think I only have about 240 miles on it. I like it, I love it, but that's something I could always get again. I'm not gonna customize that Goldwing. I'm not gonna put anything extra on there. I'm just gonna ride it and keep it as it is. If I keep it, I keep it. If I don't or sell it, it won't break my heart. I love it, but this is something that I can always get. But once you customize a Harley to like your liking and how you want it, then you kind of care more about losing a bike like that. So the next up, I will be adding the Klock Werkz headers, and those are going to come in black. And then for the exhaust, there's some tab zombie exhaust that will be on the back, and I did order, which will be here tomorrow, the Screaming Eagle, the new tuner, the small tuner. And so that's gonna be cool because the new tuner is supposed to have a feature where you can connect to it via Bluetooth on your cell phone, which is great because, you know, your laptop, you always have to worry about like Wi-Fi or mobile connections. And for me, my Wi-Fi is a little bit slower here in the garage, but with the phone, you can pretty much do some adjustments anytime, which is really cool. So, all right, guys and ladies, that's gonna do it for this quick little episode of Chris Glides and Low Rides. Thanks for hanging out with me while I took off the tour pack. I'm ready to go out and get some riding in. I don't know about you guys, but spring has hit. The trees are blooming, so there's a lot of pollen in the air. But I'm ready to get out here and do some riding. I'm ready to go to some bike events and show you guys some content other than garage content, because I know some of you guys subscribe to actually see people out on the road, hear me engaging with people and other bikers on the road and showing you other bikes and things like that, and that content is soon to come. But I guess in the spring and the winter time, a lot of content is garage content, and sometimes you get out there in the cold, like the one video when I was out during 13 degrees. But I know you guys want a road trip, and that's coming up. So, like I always say, stand by, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching this episode of Chris Glides and Low Rides. Talk to you later.